guys, welcome to episode 3 of the weekly pop with AVR, the road to 300,000 Gamerscore. If you guys want to reach me at any time, my gamertag on Xbox Live and trueachievements.com is miserlypluto459. You can reach me on Twitter at apvanroon, and my Twitch handle is at apvr64. Just want to round up a little bit on what's been happening with my subscribers and followers. I've got a new follower on Twitter who's a gaming guy, and I'm up to 7 subscribers now on YouTube. So thanks everyone for subscribing and following. It's really exciting. We'll move into our game roundup now. So in the last week I played a bit more Bulletstorm, trying to hit that level 65 achievement. It is going to take a while. No matter how I try and look at it, it is going to take a lot of time just smashing out those skill kills on there with my friend Shaun. We also had another try at the 50,000 in one wave, and man, that is tough. That is a very difficult achievement to do. So yeah, I don't know if we'll end up getting that. I'll definitely hit level 65, but I don't know about the 50,000 points in one wave achievement. I also worked on Mahjong. I've got 2 achievements in that one. One of them was for finishing all the challenges in 1 month. I just changed the dates and, did that. Then I did the achievement for finishing 1 challenge each day in the month. And again, I did date changing there. So I changed the date to the 1st of the month, do a challenge. 2nd of the month, do a challenge, and so on until it was all done. So I've got 3 more achievements in there for hitting bronze, gold, and silver medals. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to do that, but we'll see. I'm just a bit worried about the tracking because I've heard a lot of things online about people not being able to track correctly. I've spent a bit more time playing Far Cry 3. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through it now. I think I'm about 36 out of 50 achievements, maybe 35. So getting through that one as well. And I've been playing Unmechanical Extended Edition, which I'll talk about a little bit later in my Gamerscore competition roundup. I've spent quite a bit of time playing Titanfall this week. I've nearly finished Generation 8. I'm at 77 out of 100 wins, and that is the only regeneration requirement I need to be able to go to Generation 9, which is one of the most difficult generations, of course, being the last one before the achievement, but I think it's all still going to take less time than just doing 100 wins in Generation 8. I have a plan to finish Generation 9. I don't know if it's doable in a week, but, we'll see. If not, I'll make some serious progress on that and get most of the way through it, apart from the MVPs, hopefully. I want to complete the Far Cry 3 story, and I will finish Unmechanical Extended Edition. In relation to my yearly goals, I have hit 91% completion this week, which is pretty nice to be able to do that. Alright, let's move into pop of the week for this week. So, we have got, apologies for last week, by the way, not holding it up high enough. We have got Zombie Ed here. This was released at a convention, I think it was Supernova 2016. Might have been the start of 2016 or the end of 2015. As you can see from the sticker just on this side here, it's a Popcultcha exclusive. So Popcultcha made a whole bunch of these for the Supernova cons. It was only available in Perth and Brisbane, I believe. Not 100% sure, but it definitely wasn't available in Melbourne. So I was pretty lucky. I'm a fairly regular member in a lot of the pop vinyl groups that are on Facebook. People know who I am, and I had a guy that was kind enough to buy it at cost and post it to me. So that was really awesome. I was pretty happy about that. Also, in relation to pop vinyls, you can of course see behind me that there are quite a few of them. You also can't see that directly behind me, just behind these, there's probably another, 30 or 40 pops, and then there's another 30 Harry Potter pops that my girlfriend collects. If you are wanting to get into collecting pop vinyls, they do go for about $19 at Zing or EB Games. There are some places that sell them cheaper, but if you do find a decent pop vinyl group on Facebook, you can buy a whole bunch of them and get them for less than that. That's how I completed my Walking Dead collection. I've bought from people overseas, interstate, everywhere, and they posted them to me. If you are going to do that, I would suggest either trying to get them picked up in person or use PayPal to protect yourself in the event that the buyer ships it in the dreaded satchel bag rather than a box with padding in it. So yeah, if you guys want to know more about that, just send me a tweet on Twitter and I can go through it with you. But it's a really good resource there, and you can find a lot of good pops and generally get a pretty good price. All right, so now we're moving into our Gamerscore competition roundup. The Gamerscore competition, or the Great True Achievement Score Challenge, is hosted by trueachievements.com, and it's a competition where people who are below the scoring line, a bottom percentage of the competition, are eliminated each week. So we've got 2 periods to cover this week. Period 5, our most successful period ever. We actually finished on top. I know in episode 1 I said that might be a waste of points, but I found out if you finish on top, you get an additional 2,000 point bonus to use whenever you like. You also get featured on Planting 42, who runs the competition, on his blog in the roundup at the end of the week. So he sends a few interview questions out and you answer them, and he populates in his blog for everyone to see. So we finished with 84,747 points. Now, I can't really take much credit for this. I was spending a lot of time playing Titanfall. It's mainly due to my colleague on the team, Titan Monkey. He scored 46,387 points himself. That's more than half our whole total. He also topped the individual competition with this score. Now, he was pushed quite considerably by Epic Fail 1710. They had a battle between, they were using different editions of Minecraft, which had a massive DLC, True Achievement Haul, basically, I think you would call it, coming out at the start of the period, and man, there was a lot of points in those. That's why we finished so high. I think 3 or 4 of our team all did at least one edition of Minecraft to smash out the points there. But it was a really good battle between Titan Monkey and Epic Fail. It even went down to the last 12 hours where Titan Monkey was like, oh no, I've got to, do this game so I'll get points up just in case he does this, or this. And it was really, really good to watch. But came out on top, which is good, bodes well for our standings for the year. So we've also finished period 6 as well. Period 6 had a bonus for earning an odd amount of Gamerscore in the period. And when I say odd amount, I mean something that doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. So we had, Gamerscores ending in 1s or 6s, or anything that doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. And the number of achievements you earn for the week also can't be divisible by 5. So we actually completed that challenge, so we'll be getting another bonus this week. Really starting to stock up the bonuses. I think we're on 3 or 4, maybe 5. We've got quite a few in there, so we're holding pretty well for that second half of the year where the competition really ramps up. Alright, let's move into our events and news here. A couple of days ago, the new Games with Gold came up. There's Star Wars Force Unleashed and Project Cars. The Project Cars not really up my alley. If I'm going to play a racer, it's going to be a more arcadey kind of racer. The real sim races, they're just not really my jam. But you've got Star Wars Force Unleashed, which, I don't know, I might have a look at that one when I start clearing out my backlog, but I have downloaded it. For those that don't know, if you don't want to spend the space on your hard drive downloading these games, you can actually add them to your download queue and cancel it and download them again at a later date. That does work. We've also got True Achievements have published a list of free games as well. So that link is on, the article is on the front page. I'll also pop a link in the description below if you want to have a look at that. There's a lot of them are Telltale games that are technically free for the first episode, as each episode after that is considered DLC. So they're free to get the game, I guess. But yeah, it's a good way to get about 200 Gamerscore if you're interested in doing that. So you can do that. I think there's about 4 or 5 of them. It's Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, Wolf Among Us, Game of Thrones, Batman, and Minecraft Story Mode. So yeah, good way to get a bit of free Gamerscore there if you're not too worried about your completion percentage. Just a brief mention as well that they've just finished up a free play weekend for Rocket League. I'm really excited to play Rocket League, like I said, when I get through a bit more of my backlog. But it'll be on my list. It looks like just an insane, really good game. NBA 2K17 was free, which not really in my wheelhouse either, but good for people who do like the basketball games there. You might remember, I think it was episode 1, I mentioned Rage as the underappreciated game. Well, for the first time, it's actually available for digital downloads. So you can download that, add it to your Xbox One and play it on your Xbox One because it's also backwards compatible. So really great news if you were thinking about getting that as well. We also have Sniper Elite 4 has dropped. So I spent a good portion of last year playing Sniper Elite 3 with my friend Kanchanaburi, and man, the game is really, really good. It can be really tough and unforgiving on authentic difficulty. I guess that's why they call it authentic, but it is, oh man, it is a blast in co-op. It is so much fun when we're there on the headsets talking about sniping guys and you're seeing their brains all blowing up all over the place. It's awesome. I think from what I've seen so far, they have extended the kill cam, the X-ray kill cam usage in the game, which at first it's really, really good. Towards the end, you might turn it off because you kind of see it all, with spine snapping and bones, arm bones snapping or whatever. But it's quite fun actually. In release games news as well, For Honor and Halo Wars 2 have dropped as well. There's a lot of buzz about those online too. So have a quick Google search if you want to see what they're all about. For Honor looks like a pretty good, pretty fun game, but Halo Wars 2, not really my jam. But yeah, people have been really excited for both of those games, so it's good to see them come out. We also have Xbox Achievements released this week. Their 2016 Achievement Awards. So it's the best, worst, hardest and easiest achievements of 2016. They go through a whole bunch of different categories, and it's a really interesting article, I thought. So I'll pop a link to that one down in the description as well. I'm going to do another plug here for my friends over at the Zeb Zeb Podcast. I'm up to episode 41 now, I believe. Discussing a whole bunch of different things each week. They had Randy talking in the most recent episode I listened to about what to do to get Japanese consoles, which if you are into achievements like me, I'm thinking about trying to do that because there's a whole bunch of visual novels which are quite easy to complete. It's just about getting your hands on a copy because I think they're quite expensive. But again, really, really great podcast. I love listening to the guys with Freem, Randy, Prue, and Tarragon, who's from Australia. I've actually met Tarragon. He's a really good guy. But yeah, I'll pop a link in the description to the Zeb Zeb podcast as well. I listened to them on the way to work in my car and on the way home because I was unfortunate that I had my car robbed recently and my iPod 120GB got stolen. So, things happen, but I've been listening to them, for weeks now, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I catch up. I might have to find another podcast, but I was really, really late to the podcast game, and it's really great to be caught up and see what's in the future, I suppose. But yeah, have a listen to those guys. Leave them a review, leave them a tweet. You can reach them at ZEDTOZED on Twitter. But yeah, just have a listen to them, see what you reckon, guys. Alright guys, here's our new segment for you called the Play of the Day. If you have any clips you would like to submit to me for the Play of the Day, please get in contact with me. After the Play of the Day, you'll see my closing screen with all the ways on there that you can get in contact with me. But the first Play of the Day I've submitted myself. It's a clip of me playing Titanfall and clearing out just before the flag, before copying a capture. I did literally a last millisecond save. So without further ado, enjoy guys.
Pick up their flag. Drop the enemy flag. The enemy's captured them. flag. 2 in a row. Alright, get that flag back to base.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that clip of me there with Titanfall. I certainly enjoyed doing that. If you want to find me on Xbox or True Achievements, my gamer tag is miserlypluto459. You can hit me up on Twitter at APVanRune or see me on Twitch APVR64. If you like this video, don't hesitate to leave a like or leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. You can also send me a private message on here or on True Achievements or on Xbox. Just get in contact with me if you like, or if you want to submit a play of the day. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next episode.